Hiya. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the grand and the glorious Chibayou. Right here on expanding the process. Managed to get out a little walk today, as you can see. Took me 3 days, about 20 emails, and no help at all from social services, or any other services for that matter, really, to get my phone and my keys back. So, some small thanks to be had for that, I guess. I thought I'd come out, have a little bit of walkabout and give you a bit of an update. They changed the locks on my door, so at least things are secure. Unfortunately, the 2 guys that were charged have been released, so... well, yeah. Just kind of feel like I need to watch my back a little bit. But that's nothing unusual, to be honest. Wee robin singing up in the hedges. Bonnie. So, all's good in the hood, so to speak. I want to say thank you to everybody for the kind messages and support you have gave us, obviously, over the past couple of days. I've never got words, you know that. I'm sorry that all my videos always seem to be about some sort of drama. It seems to be I live a dramatic life, what can I say? Anyway, enough of the morose. I'm down Old Wisher Road today, or at least I'm wandering across one of the fields at the side of Old Wisher Road. And this is a sweet place that we come often. It's one of the first places that I started doing the Sunday saunter when I came down. Take a look, there was here and there was Jock's Burn, obviously. So I wanted to share with you a little story, so to speak. Well, not a story, it's just something that happened. If you give me a wee second, I think I may need to climb a little fence here. Let me have a look. Or will we go straight through? We'll go straight through. Don't really know where I'm going, just wandering. Main road's not that far away, so I'm kind of watching my time limit for being out, obviously. They say kind of no more than an hour, and it's been about that already. So, yeah, I was down here walking one day, doing a video, I think it was last summer, and I met a chap and we had a conversation, and the conversation was that he was carrying a metal detector. Oh, hi pa. Yeah. Sorry. Somebody sneaking through the bushes. Yeah, I met a chap down here and he was at a walk, and he was carrying a metal detector. And I politely said, hello, how you doing? And he stopped and he conversed with me for 15-20 minutes. I wish I had recorded it at the time. Anyway, I was asking him about, you know, does he have any fines? What is it that he's looking for, and does he expect to find anything? And to my surprise, he told me, as he showed me in his phone, a picture of what it looked sort of Roman. It looked really, really old, but it was a figurine, a statue of Pan. which I thought was pretty neat. And he told me that he found this statue along Old Wishaw Road, which is the road that I usually walk up and down. Hold on, let me cross this stile. Get my leg over. It's not that often I get my leg over on YouTube. Oh. So, yeah, he told me that he found this figure of Pan along Old Wishaw Road, and when he had looked up some maps, there was an old Roman villa placed along here. Now, about 2 mile kind of beyond Carluke and Law, there's a hill called Law Hill, and supposedly there was a Roman fort on there. And where I come from, Muir Hill. Unfortunately my batteries ran out. So I've came home and done a little bit of editing and added this little video just on to the end for you to have a look at while I recant the story that I was attempting to tell you before my battery unfortunately ran out. So I was telling you about the chap that I met. In fact, I think this may have been the day that I met him. This was the summer of last year, late summer, around about August, and I'm walking down Old Wishaw Road. And at the end of this road, you'll see at the end of the video, there's a stile. While I was sitting in that stile, a chap passed me with a metal detector. And I said, hello, how you doing? Nice metal detector. We got to talking. And long story short, he showed me this picture, as I said, of Pan, which he had found. It was a Roman statue. Or he claimed that it was Roman. He said that it was actually in the British Museum getting dated. And this was the photograph that he'd had of it, that he took at the time when finding. And he told me about a Roman villa that once stood at the other end of this road that I'm walking up just now. That's where he had been doing his metal detecting. But I always thought I should I kept it in the back of my mind a little bit. Never thought that much more of it. A bit of a strange thing happened recently. About maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was walking down this path, just about to where I am just now in this video where you can see. And I stopped. I kind of felt it wasn't a good day for me. I was feeling a bit down and depressed, and this is why I had been out of walk that day. And as I'd walked along Old Wishaw Road, just about here, as I said, I stopped. And I had this sort of excitement about me, this sudden kind of spurge of... I started giggling, started laughing, and kind of laughed out loud, and it was almost like just it was a sporadic moment. And I turned and I'm looking around and looking into the trees, and the only thing that kept popping into my head was Pan. Over and over, Pan, his name, Pan. And there was a smile on my face, and I laughed, and I felt mischievous. But only for a moment. And then I kept walking up the road. So, with that being said, almost a year ago meeting this chap that found the statue of Pan. Excuse the in-screen video. I was testing out my new camera at the time of making this video. Quite a good effect though. Yeah, so almost a year ago, or just under a year ago I should say, I met this guy out metal detecting, and he shows me this photograph of the statue of Pan that he finds. And I'm walking about these places and I'm contemplating nature, my existence. And then, out of nowhere, a fit of the giggles, a sense of mischievousness, and the name Pan rings through my head as I walk through the trees. While I was out today, just before we finish up, I made another little video and done an edit of it. You can see the links at the end here. I'll post them up for you, and you can go and give it a wee look. It's a hymn to Pam by Alistair Crowley. I think I might pay attention to this a little more. Just see what comes to mind, so to speak. Certainly spend a lot more time out and about in the woods. I done an offering today, sort of like an opening if you like, or an introduction. And we'll see how it goes. I'll leave the link there. Thanks for watching the video, a bit haphazard today, sorry the battery ran out. Didn't really get to do the video I wanted to do, but nonetheless, what a beautiful sunset to lead us out on. Once again, thank you. Thanks for your support and kind words that people have gave over the past few days. I'm safe, I'm secure, I'm healthy. And that's all we can ask for. Hope you are too. And I hope we speak soon. Bye bye.